We know that youth unemployment remains one of the biggest national challenges that we face in this country, and while there are only 8 European countries with lower youth unemployment in Scotland, nonetheless there is still so much more work to do. We have started a lot of good work with the expansion of the Modern Apprenticeship programme and also with guarantees such as Opportunities for All, an unprecedented guarantee of learning or training for every 16 to 19-year-old in this country who needs one. But nonetheless, we need to do far more to ensure that every young person in Scotland has the best start to their working lives.
It's almost in two halves. The first half of the report focused very much on the preparation of youngsters for work, so schools, colleges and apprenticeships. Second half of the report, we focus much more on employers, business involvement in the education process. We're not good at, in Scotland, somehow employers have lost the kind of appetite to employ young people. We estimate that only about 30% of Scottish companies have any contact at all with education. So how do you build a bridge? And that's what we kind of spend a lot of time trying to work out how you build a bridge. We've kind of two main ways of building a bridge. One is we're saying that all secondary schools in Scotland, and there's 363 I think, should have a long-term partnership with a business and with an employer, or businesses and employers, which I think actually struck a real chord, is that we need to focus as much attention on the non-academic youngsters as we do on the academics. I'm going to call them the vocational youngsters. I mean, what was clear and distressing is to have so many youngsters in fourth-year school without a pathway, without any kind of real purpose to where they were going and what the destination was. And the solution to that, which is actually I think is a very neat solution, is that we open up these youngsters so they have access to college education. So I'm that youngster in fourth-year school, and Scottish Government are clearly picking up on this with COSLA, and they're going to make it happen, which is very encouraging. I can have a day, 2 days a week at college. I can aim for a national certificate, a higher national certificate, a City and Guilds. Now we've built in a foundation apprenticeship where I can start my apprenticeship in school. So I've now got two things. I've got a pathway, so I've got a motivation, something I want to do. And secondly, I'm going to leave school with a qualification which will help me get a job. So that's key. Apprentices, absolutely key. And again, Scottish Government have picked this up. We do believe there should be more focus on the higher level apprentices, and there should be more higher level apprenticeship. Apprenticeship is probably the most effective way of training a youngster, because you give him a job, he gets paid, he gets well trained, and he's got a good chance of getting employment at the end of the day.
A report that's long overdue, because I think Scottish education is maybe focused too much on academic issues, but again, this opens lots of doors for, and lots of opportunities for young people in the future, and make sure that they can move ahead and choose careers and ways of earning their living in society that meets their aspirations and their needs.
The Wood Commission report is very important. It's a landmark report, it's a very ambitious report, and it has the capacity to transform the life chances of young people. What the government will do now is we'll go away and consider this very comprehensive, detailed report. We'll give it our full attention, and we'll be working with our partners, particularly our partners in local government and COSLA, to look at how we can actually implement this report for the benefit of our young people.